DJ Khaled, we the worst, simply the worst. I'm making horrible. Check this out. I'm suburban, yeah. I wear my pants above my waist. I've been looking like Urkel up in this place, and you know what I'm talking about. Suburban, yeah. And if you know me, raise your hands, please. Suburban. We treat our neighbors like our family. Suburban, yeah. We rock those braces and in the mouth, and we don't live up in the south, cause you know what I'm talking about. Suburban. This is episode number 21 of Good Morning and Shut Up. I'm your host, DJ Khaled. Oh, wait a minute. Suburban? Come on. Classic. I did that back in 2007. But guys, we're going to talk about bad neighborhoods. Yeah, that's right. We're going to talk about bad neighborhoods. We're going to talk about neighborhoods like 7 Mile. We're going to talk about neighborhoods like grass shit. Not grass shit, grass shit. And we're going to talk about neighborhoods like Casual. We're going to talk about neighborhoods like Moros. We're going to talk about neighborhoods about Northfield. We're going to talk about bad neighborhoods like McGraw. We're going to talk about bad neighborhoods like Livernois and Warren area. We're going to talk about Southwest Detroit. That's the worst. And we're going to talk about Delray. We're going to talk about all bad neighborhoods from Detroit to Compton to New York to Chicago. Bad neighborhoods everywhere. This is your host, Deshaun Williams. Okay, guys. For the past 10 years I've been living in the suburbs of Melvindale. Yeah, it's nice out here. It's wonderful. This celebration starts sometime on February 21st. Somehow this video is not up by the 21st of February. I'm in February. Then we celebrate good times. But obviously, see, I grew up in a bad neighborhood, guys, because I grew up in the area of West Warren and Junction. If you don't know where that's at, then you're not from the city. Well, to all my city folks, that's a terrible neighborhood because we all know where Sampson is because we all went to a school that looks like a prison. I posted a Facebook picture of the prison. Seriously, guys, I grew up in a neighborhood where it was awful, guys. These are the worst neighborhoods ever. I don't know how people be proud to be representing these neighborhoods. You got people shooting at each other every day. You can't go to sleep out here in the gunshot. Seriously, I'm in my bed snoring and junk, just like praying to see the next day and got somebody going, hey, get him, do. You think a 9-year-old kid wants to hear gunshots? I don't think so. Now seriously, guys, I think that growing up in a bad neighborhood had me thinking a lot, man. Really. These are the worst neighborhoods to raise your children. Real talk. Like I said, the area I grew up in was terrible. I have friends breaking into people's houses and stuff. That's why they're in jail now, because they did stupid stuff and breaking into the school. I went to a bad school. We should jump on that in the middle of the subject, guys, because these are some terrible neighborhoods. Can you imagine walking down the street and then you all of a sudden you walk past the condom on the ground because you got people prostituting in the middle of where kids are playing, or you got kids riding bikes in the street, but then you got some dumbass going 100 miles an hour down the street and hits the kid. I remember this like it was just down the line. This happened back in good 16 years ago. Can't believe it. It's 16 years since that kid got hit by. I remember like it. That's how I remember like it was. I was 7 when this happened. But still, this kid got hit by a car. I am not lying. Car dude, kid flying off his bike. He had to be going. Thank God the kid's alive because he flew at least. He was like I think 12. He flew at least a good. They said he flew like 60 feet in the air, but that's stupid because the guy shouldn't have been speeding down a residential block going 20, especially a one-way street where the speed limit is 25. You're going 100. Why are you going 4 times the speed limit, young man? Right, and then you had the neighborhood grocery store Spotlight, which was just awful, which still sold spoiled food products at very high prices. Seriously, it had steak that had an expiration date that said expires May 16th, 1998, and the day was May 31st, 1998. I remember that too because I almost picked the steak out when I was going grocery shopping for my mom and yeah, she sent me this because I was a growing boy, so she sent me into the store to go grocery shopping for the family. Yeah, I picked it out, and apparently we all got salmonella poisoning because the steak was spoiled. But that's not the point of the story. The point is bad neighborhoods. Now it's not okay. I be hearing rappers in these songs about I came from this hood. This is my hood. You know what? But they don't contribute back to their neighborhoods. I don't get that. Especially Big Sean, who pisses me off because he pisses me off every time he sings. Like, yeah, when the population makes the death toll, you see, he be getting guap right now, but I'm not giving the city guap right now. I'm like, huh? If I was rapping for Detroit, I'd be trying everything. I would try to get back to my community, make things wonderful. No wonder why they closed Crock's Gym down. They closed down because it was in a bad neighborhood. Now, for all you guys who don't know what Crock's Gym is, that was a gym where some of the legendary boxers used to train at, apparently. But guys, you need to go look up Crock's because all the greats have been there, including me. Because I was up there one time boxing. I was like, but that's not the point. It was located in a bad neighborhood. If Crock's was located in the suburbs, that wouldn't have been closed down. We still never know. Then, what makes Detroit a shitty place is that the mayor. Now we got Dave Bing. Yes, by far, I don't know who. He's just a puppet master, bro. He's just a puppet. Now we had my boy Kwame Kilpatrick. Yo, boy Kwame Kilpatrick. By far the worst mayor I've ever seen thus far. I'm the worst mayor that I've seen thus far. I'm the worst mayor that I've seen thus far. Then it's just another day out of life of the damn mayor. Crime, kill, ill, a trick. You 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 kill, ill, a trick. I was in love with a stripper. Why you killed her? I don't know what's wrong with you because you don't care about the city. You ain't doing your job. You land people off because it's just another day in the life of the damn mayor. I don't make laws, nigga. I just break them. You see these fucking cops chasing me? I gotta shake them. Yeah, that's the parody, but that'll be finished on another time. But that was Kwame Kilpatrick's theme song, apparently, because he just destroyed Detroit, literally. Downtown looks pretty, but seriously, in Detroit, if you go past Trumbull, you're done. You're coming north, and your next safe zone is when you get past 8 Mile. Now, you out of town fools to know what 8 Mile is thanks to Eminem, because if Eminem never produced that movie, you guys wouldn't know what 8 Mile was. Seriously. And then it's just awful. One time I was coming off the freeway on 75 or 6 Mile, I smelled a dead body. How do you do that? The body stunk so bad we had to roll our windows up because it's just sad. These neighborhoods are just terrible and people got the nerve to represent them. I'm for 7 Mile all day every day. Like, I don't care. You happy that you come from a bad neighborhood? I'm for 6 Mile, aka McNichols. I don't know why they don't call it McNichols, but yeah, because we cool like that. We just name our streets anything these days. I told somebody where the lodge was. They got lost real quick. They was like, what's the lodge? I said 10. They said, huh? They thought I was talking about 10 Mile. I slapped them silly. But that's not the point. Okay, the point is that people are stupid in Detroit for real, because look, you just be happy about, I'm from Southwest, you happy you're from a bad neighborhood, you don't make sense. You're happy from a terrible neighborhood, you're happy you're from a city where the population matches the death toll, literally, but the unemployment rate is the high as hell. Seriously, I've never seen unemployment in Detroit so high. You're happy, and then you go to Belle Isle and you see violence. We're supposed to be a state park. I hope they charge people to keep all your retards off the island. What did you do to my city, guys? What did you do? You made every single neighborhood in the back, except Detroit. Now you go on Tireman, Wyoming, that's a good neighborhood because you can live over there and probably nothing will happen. Because them Dearborn boys, them Dearborn cops will be on your booty like white on rice. Seriously. I tried speeding in Dearborn one time. I seen the cop, he was like, hey, don't even think about it. He was not playing. In Detroit, the cops in Detroit don't take their job serious. They just circle around all day. This dumb cop asked me count how many cars passed the stop sign last week. I'm like, huh? I was on Grand River and Greenfield. Yes, they were probably one of the worst areas of Detroit. We heading up there. We kind of good north up here because I seriously think Southfield and 7 Mile is worse. And then you got some idiot on the radio talking about some, his name is DZ. He was like, I'm for Joy Road, exit 9, come about the freeway. Huh? You happy you from that area? That McDonald's on Southfield and Joy Road is going down. It's going down over there because that McDonald's on Southfield and Joy Road gets robbed. This how many times that McDonald's gets robbed a year. That McDonald's gets robbed 40.17 times a year. I'm not lying. I see the robbery one time I was in that boy. I was getting a Happy Meal one time. He said, "Hey, young man, we about to rob McDonald's, but we're not gonna rob you. So we about to go rob it real quick. You want some of the stash?" I'm like, So they robbed McDonald's, left me alone. Everything normal. I got a free Big Mac and all that stuff because they just robbed the Mickey D's. And it was like, "You ain't gonna snitch. You ain't gonna snitch." I'm like, "Snitch? That's awful. Why would I snitch for? I don't snitch. I'm keep my mouth shut. You robbed McDonald's, you gave me free Big Mac." Bad neighborhoods, guys. Bad neighborhoods. Now let me talk about the east side of Detroit. Don't think y'all can get away with murder. So I'm riding down 94, blah blah blah. You know, a stupid highway with 3 freaking lanes, blah blah blah. I get off on Van Dyke. I don't know why they call it Van Dyke. It's just terrible. Terrible. I'm in another bad neighborhood. I'm on Van Dyke and Warren. Terrible neighborhood. Just the worst neighborhood I've ever seen in my life. No, it gets worse. Now I'm driving on grass shit. For all you guys don't know what grass shit is, it's just grass shit, okay? We going down grass shit. Then I'm at the corner of grass shit. That's right, I'm at the corner. I rode the bus. I'm at the corner of grass shit and Seymour, or 6 Mile, or McNichols, whatever you want to call it. It gets on the Detroit bus. Now the Detroit bus system, this ain't happened in Detroit because no one got punched on our bus. Unlike Cleveland, which is another terrible neighborhood I'll jump on in a couple minutes, but the guy cussed out the bus driver because the bus driver passed him up, and he lucky the bus driver came back to pick him up. He backed the bus up. He was nice enough to back it up. The guys, somebody's at my door. I'll be right back. Alright guys, apparently that was the pizza guy. Yeah, about to get my grub on. That peanut butter sandwich I filled me up a couple of days ago. I ate that peanut butter sandwich 3 minutes ago, okay, but still. Anyways, the guy gets on the bus, he cuts out the bus driver. He's like this, "Hey punk, why you pull me over, man? So we get downtown Detroit, a safe neighborhood. We get on, and guess what? We got pulled over by the cops because this guy was acting stupid. And the other guy, he was selling drugs on the bus real. This idiot was saying, "I got that oxy. I got that oxy. I got 90 of them. So I'm selling them 3 each. Oxy. I got that." I ain't stupid. I know what oxy is. He offered me something. I'm like, I'm an educated young man. You can't fall asleep on the Detroit bubble buses because you'll get just stolen. I got my Metro PCS phone stolen on the Detroit bus one time. Because I don't know what happened, but you cannot fall asleep on the Detroit bus, because if you do, you can fall asleep on the smart bus, but you don't fall asleep on the Detroit bus. Cleveland is similar to Detroit, as I said. I don't know which is worse, kind of a toss-up, because I went to pick up my brother in Cleveland, and Cleveland just looks like Detroit, pretty much. I don't know which is worse, though. Flint, everybody says Flint's a bad city because they ain't got no cops. I've never been up to Flint. I won't dare go up to Flint. I had to drive through Flint one time. Had my reasons. I was going to Frankenmuth because it was July and I wanted to see Christmas in July, so I was heading to Frankenmuth. But yes, now back to Detroit. Detroit has by far the worst water I've ever seen in my life. No, I don't get it, but that's not the point of the subject. We're talking about bad neighborhoods, run down neighborhoods. Now, my old neighborhood. Now, tell me this: how come every street you drive down in the city of Detroit, there's like at least 2 good houses up and the rest of the houses just destroyed? The dope. It used to be this nice house on my block. For real. Now the dope boys got it, man. You turned it to the trap, man. I don't know how you do that. Seriously, every house, it's just one good house on that block. It's just sad. That whole blocks needs, all them blocks in Detroit need to be destroyed and be rebuilt, because it's terrible. Why do people do that? It's not funny, man. It's not funny. Them houses been up for years. Your grandma grew up in those houses. You just turn into a drug house and junk. It's just awful. You got dogs running in the street, just looking like they lost his. I almost hit a dog in Detroit a couple months ago. He shouldn't have been in the street. He was a rock rider. Yeah, everybody in Detroit has a rock or a pit or a boxer. It's always the evil dogs that you can't have around your kids, or else Detroit's a bad city. Now we're gonna get on E-Course. That's right, E-Course. Now E-Course is a little bit nicer than Detroit because at least they have more houses up in the E-Course, and I got friends that stay in E-Course apparently, but E-Course, some parts of E-Course is just bad. You because it's just awful. But it's not as bad as Detroit. You don't hear people on the radio repping E-Course though, because they're just weak. But I'm just saying. But guys, bad neighborhoods, man. I don't know why people like to rep them. You're just ignorant, just repping. I'm repping this. You see, in my hood, we don't like to cut the grass. You snitch on me, I'll put my foot up your ass. Huh? What? You proud of doing that? School, Detroit public school system just going to hell, literally. You graduate from Detroit, you pretty much have a 6th grade education. And just it, guys. Just the worst neighborhoods I've ever seen in my life. Hood to hood. Go get that DVD. Detroit is by far, they said Detroit's worse than Iraq. I don't believe it, but somebody did tell me Detroit is worse than Iraq. I've never been over Iraq, but they told me Detroit was worse than Iraq. I don't think that's impossible, but they said Detroit was number 2 to Iraq. Somebody told me that. I still think that's impossible, but if it's that bad, then hey, Detroit needs some stuff. Need better politicians, because bad neighborhoods, guys. Gas station, you be getting that liquid gas. Don't ever, I'm warning you guys, don't ever go to that Citgo on Schaefer and Fort. Well, I mean, it used to be a Citgo, but it's a BP now. Don't ever go to, oh, it was, I mean, not BP, no, it wasn't a Citgo, it was an Amoco. But down the road, there's a gas station that has very cheap gas on Schaefer. Don't ever go there. You'll get water gas. You won't get real gas. Your car will stall on you, because I went there before. I got gas in my 2013 Mustang one time, and it stalled on me, and I could never work it again because I got gas from that gas station. It's the only gas station that gas is still $1.97. I am not lying. You want cheap gas? Somebody's gonna die. But guys, apparently just don't go to that gas station. Please don't. I'm begging you. I'm begging you, don't go there. Don't shop at any grocery stores, and don't shop at Motown Market either on Wyoming and Joy Road. Don't forget your hair. Well, you can't get your haircut in the city of Detroit because they cut good. But guys, I'm gonna conclude this video with remember, be safe. Don't move to Detroit. Don't live there. Now let's get this stuff together, guys. And remember, you tell Mr. Dave Bean to shut up. Hey, remember, call my hotline, 1-800-SNITCH. Once again, that's 1-800-SNITCH. I'll just play. We ain't snitching around here, man. I didn't say that. That's not the 7 digits.